Hey, good morning, everyone. Bill McMillan here with you on IndieWX.com All Access. We're talking about a pretty sizable pattern change in front of us here, and one that's going to ultimately lead to a chilly Halloween. We've got some unsettled weather to deal with before we get to that colder weather, but all the same, the headlines continue to kind of center on the potential of a heavy rain event over the upcoming pre-Halloween weekend, followed by a big blast of early season Arctic air as we get set to open up next week. So let's kind of do the play-by-play from a upper air perspective first. This is 500 millibars, and you open up this period with this dominant eastern ridge associated with the warmer, or helping to power the warmer, albeit brief, conditions that we are currently enjoying. I would make sure to take advantage of that over the course of the next few days. I think Friday will be the warmest day of the stretch, as highs go into the low 80s across central Indiana. Yes, low 80s. Get out there and enjoy it. There will be a few scattered showers around from time to time. I think Thursday is mostly dry, but today and on Friday we will have a few scattered showers. These are not going to be anything worth canceling any outdoor activities over. More of a nuisance than anything else, I believe. But then the window opens later Saturday into Sunday for some heavier rain. We'll talk about that here in just a moment. But back to the evolution of the pattern here. So this ridge gives way to a pretty sharp, albeit brief intrusion of early season Arctic air. And then we get back to some moderation heading into next weekend, followed into the early stage of week 2. But there are questions as to what takes place thereafter. Really would start to look at what happens in the higher latitudes here to understand maybe if there's a window where models may have to course correct, if you will, as we get out there closer towards the middle part of November and trend colder. More on that later. Today, again, we've got a few scattered showers out there. These are going to primarily fall from Indianapolis and points north. Not to say if you're south of the city you can't see a passing shower, but the best concentration will be from Indianapolis and points north. And then we start to scour that out as far as aerial coverage goes as we go into the late afternoon and evening hours, and then sets us up for what should be a pretty dry, breezy, and warm Thursday. As we go forward in time, shower chances will return Friday, but I believe, this is going to be, again, probably less in terms of overall aerial coverage than what we even see today. Where we really start to focus our attention is late Saturday and into Sunday as more widespread rain develops along this boundary. And that's in response to a wave of low pressure that moves out of the plains and into the lower Great Lakes region. And ultimately, it will drag this cold front southeast through the state as we go through Sunday night. But that transition, Saturday night into Sunday, will offer us up, I think, a nice round of heavy rain here across central portions of Indiana. And guidance is continuing to suggest a widespread 1-inch plus rain across the state with an embedded band of 2+ inches. Whether that's over central Indiana or just south is still to be determined. We'll have to shore that up as we get a little bit closer. But just know, as far as the best opportunity for a widespread soaking rain, we're talking late Saturday into Sunday before that front itself moves through. We trend much colder and windy Monday, and that theme continues for Halloween itself. And yes, we've got some trailing upper level energy. With the colder air, we could even be talking about some snow flurries, potentially some scattered snow showers around here as that dives in for Halloween itself. Certainly believe lake effect will get going with this kind of cold air flowing over the still very warm Great Lake waters. All in all, a killing freeze also can be expected as that transition goes from temperatures that are well above normal right now to well below normal as we go into next week, including Halloween itself. I hope y'all have a fantastic middle of the week. We'll talk with you soon on IndieWX.com All Access.